Hey everyone. In this video, I want to share with you a tip if you wish you were in a relationship. A lot of people feel this way where when they see a couple while they're out and about, they feel kind of jealous, or at least they desire what that other person has. And, society perpetuates this because they often make it seem like if you're not in a relationship, you're wasting your time, which that's BS. But anyway, before I talk further on that, let me share with you the tip that I have for you. Adopt the mantra of saying, I don't need it, but I'd thoroughly enjoy it when referring to relationships. When you see couples out and about, instead of saying, I want that or I need that, think, I don't need it, but I would enjoy it if I had it. That's a much healthier mantra because so many people fall into that mentality of immediately desiring that thing so much that they claim to need it. But if you've been following me for a while, you already know my stance on neediness. And whenever you say that you need something, you're going to have a bit of neediness, right? And neediness is the main attraction killer. So if you're needy about wanting a relationship, guess what? You're going to scare away people for exactly that. So it's not good. You need to work on that as much as possible. And this mantra will help because it'll help shift your mentality from I need it to more so I would enjoy it if I had it. It's very different because you don't want to be saying that you need a relationship because you don't, right? Like all of us have had periods in our lives, hopefully, where you've been single. If you have never had a period like that, well, make sure you're not using relationships as a way to kind of deal with your insecurities because constantly hopping from relationship to relationship is not actually a healthy thing. Usually people do that to hide issues or they don't want to face their problems, they don't want to work on their insecurities or even work on themselves, so they try to just use relationships to mask feelings of loneliness or not being happy on their own. But anyway, if you have had periods in your life where you're single for a while, you made it through it, right? Like it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean you're going to die lonely. It just means that for a temporary period, there's nobody in your life that would be a good partner for you. And that's okay. I've been single for the vast majority of my life, and it's my own fault. One, because I'm incredibly picky, but two, because I need to get out more. So believe me, I know exactly what I need to work on. But hey, it's not the end of the world, right? Like if you're single, doesn't mean that bad things are happening, and you can even be single without feeling lonely at all. As I've talked in prior videos, loneliness and craving connection with others aren't the same thing. Like being lonely kind of means you aren't enjoying your own company when you're alone, because if you did enjoy your company, you wouldn't feel lonely, right? So feeling lonely is something we feel when we're in the company of people that we just don't quite mesh with, that we don't vibe with. So that can even happen with yourself when you're in your own company. That's why I always say it's important to work on getting to a place where you can truly love and accept yourself as you are, because then you can enjoy your own company and you won't feel lonely as much when you're alone. Now, granted, you will still have your moments. I think it's something that almost everyone has because, from time to time, you're going to wish that you had someone with you to share the moment. And that's okay. Like, that's something that happens to almost everyone. It's not the end of the world, and don't view it as such. But the primary thing is just this shift on reframing that mentality in your mind of when you see other people out and about, when you see couples, should I say, don't say that you need what they have. Just say that you would enjoy it. It's just incredibly important. And funny enough, this video was inspired by me having those exact thoughts today when I was driving around and I saw a couple doing something that I would actually really enjoy doing, which is literally they had lounge chairs set up and they were sitting on a bluff overlooking the ocean. And I was like, that's perfect. Like I would love to do that with a woman that I meshed with, to just sit there in lawn chairs and talk with her while overlooking a beautiful scene of the ocean. I would love that. And I caught myself when I was looking at them saying, I don't need what they have, but I'd thoroughly enjoy it. And as soon as I had that thought, I was like, holy crap, that could probably help other people, because that's the way more of us should think when we see couples while we're single. You shouldn't be saying that you need what they have or that you want it so badly that it's like producing those feelings of loneliness, neediness. It should more so just be that if you had what they have, you'd enjoy it. My God, my grammar's all over the place right now, but hopefully you get what I mean. So the whole goal is to get to a place where you don't need a relationship to be happy, because hey, newsflash, relationships won't make you happy. If you can't be happy on your own, a relationship likely isn't going to do much for you besides just masking your feelings of loneliness and providing a kind of distraction from you being unable to be happy on your own. But eventually it's going to end, because if you can't work on yourself enough to get to that place where you are happy on your own, your neediness is going to scare away whatever partners you somehow manage to attract. So, something you should work on. Don't think of relationships as these cures for all the insecurities that you have, because they're simply not. Unless you manage to luck out with getting a partner who's almost like a life coach, and even then, it'd be tricky to keep someone like that around if you haven't worked on yourself enough to some degree, because usually that's what they're going to look for. But if you somehow manage to get someone like that, they probably still will get tired of like helping you if you aren't already working on these things yourself. So yeah, just don't use relationships to cure your loneliness or your unhappiness. It's just not a good thing. So as much as possible, try to think of not needing what you see other people have, but just knowing that if you had it, you would enjoy it. So anyway, I hope this little mantra is helpful. I mean, it's helpful for me because, yeah, it helps you reframe that whole I need what they have, because that's not a helpful way of thinking. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more like it. Otherwise, like the video and leave a comment. That's the easiest way you can help me out with the algorithm. The comment doesn't have to relate to the video topic at all. Just tell me whatever you're thinking. Like really, that's all you need to do to help the algorithm. But anyway, guys, I truly hope this video was helpful. And remember, we're all on this journey together. The most important thing is that you just keep going, keep moving forward, and keep working on yourself enough so that you don't view relationships as a way to cure all your problems, because they won't. You need to work on those things first, and then find someone that is actually a good partner for you, and then get into a relationship. But don't get into a relationship with just anyone to try to fix you. It's not going to work. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci!